Hi everyone, how are you doing? It's me, Elizabeth, and I'm going to do a weekly reading for the collective. So all signs, this is general energies for everyone for the week of July 18th. So I hope that you're all having a beautiful and blessed day of the sun, and happy birthday to all of the late degree Cancers out there who are celebrating your birthday. I hope it's extra special this year. So let's just clear the space. We have a full moon in Aquarius on the 24th. That's upcoming this week. So getting into that full moon energy as we are moving into Leo season and approaching Lionsgate. So it's really big. Actually, for Lionsgate this year, which is August 8th, 8/8, we have a new moon in Leo on the same day. So it's going to be like extra powerful. And then at the end of August, we have another full moon in Aquarius. So two full moons in Aquarius. This Leo Aquarius axis is really big. It's really important. So you may want to look into that. If you want, I can do a separate video on that for all of you. So let's get into the reading. I'm going to be using the Morgan Greer Tarot today. So this is a new system for me. I mean, it's Rider-Waite based, but it's just so fun. It's really vibrant and colorful and has a kind of like 70s groovy vibe to it. So yeah, let's get into the reading and get some general messages for the collective for the week of July 18th. So let's just invite in the energies, the guides, ascended masters, the angels of the highest love and light to join us here for this reading. I just realized the deck was upside down. So, okay. And that is retrograde season that we're in. Things feel a little bit upside down, maybe inverted. But let's see what we can expect for the week ahead. Some advice, general energies. All right. Thank you, Spirit. Beautiful. We have the Six of Cups coming in straight away. So for some of you, this could be a reconciliation this week with someone that perhaps you have had some challenging energy with. This is also a card of the inner child. So although it's Cups energy, I feel that this is also connected with that Leo energy of making peace with the past, giving ourselves a gift of really like harmonizing our heart space, getting things into balance. Number 6, connected to the Lovers. But the inner child, so really lovely. It's very bright and very sunny. This could be referring to a special connection that's in your life. So you may also be just like remembering, having a lot of memories. That's water energy. Water holds memory. It's the memories in our heart, remembering fond times with someone even. And really thinking about someone, or someone is really thinking about you. Yes. Wow, interesting. So I'm feeling like this might be a love message for some of you, or definitely an important relationship. We get the death energy of Scorpio, and I just did a twin flame reading, so it's probably posted. You can look at this. I'm going to try to post this onto Instagram, so probably you'll have to come to YouTube to get the extended version. Anyway, so we see Scorpio energy, Pluto energy coming in here. And this is the death energy. So perhaps we're like, there was an ending to something. But right now it's like the energy of really releasing, of being able to shed old skin. Again, making peace with the past. It's like a gift that you give yourself. So this is endings. It's the 8th house, which is Scorpio. So 8th house talks about power. It's calling back our power. For a lot of you, you could really be this week like calling back parts of yourself that perhaps you've given away to a situation, a person, something in the past. It's also, this is because it's power. It's also about money. It's that Taurus, Scorpio axis. So it's about, your worth, your value, but on a spiritual soul level. And then also our sexuality. Okay. So it has a sexual component to it as well. And I'm feeling like there's an opportunity for healing here around sexuality, around like reclaiming some of your innocence. That's a message that I'm hearing here. but being able to release and shed old skin. When I see the death energy come in, we can think of the serpent. And if you think of a snake that's shedding its skin, it does so because it's outgrown that skin. So there's something that you've outgrown that you're able to really release. And we get the Queen of Swords here. So Libra energy, this is really being in your truth. And I have to say, this is like the most beautiful Queen of Swords in any deck that I've ever seen. I love how she's almost like heart-centered, you know, which you don't see very often with the Queen of Swords. She's holding her sword of truth. There's this sense of like really wanting what's best for everyone here. So as you are this week, perhaps like remembering something from your past, or someone's coming back around to like help with forgiveness, to help sort of like overcome some of the challenges that have been like lingering. There's this energy of like really wanting it to be right for everyone. You know, it's a fairness, it's equality. That's Libra. Around partnerships, that 7th house of partnerships. So there really may be like, this is, if it's a relationship, it's someone that you haven't had a lot of communication with. There was definitely an ending, without a doubt. And at the bottom of the deck, wow, we're going to take these 3. So we get the energy of the star, and that's that full moon in Aquarius. So this is that energy that's coming out, the full moon in Aquarius, where there's an opportunity for healing here. This is a really healing week that is upcoming. It's coming out under that 6 of Cups, a renewed hope, an opportunity for something new, Ace of Pentacles. So this is where like, if someone is coming back around to communicate with that Queen of Swords, I feel like, and the 6 of Cups, I feel like this is about being receptive and being open to listening, to hearing them out. If this is you, perhaps thinking about opening up communication with someone that you haven't spoken to in a while, you thought that this was a done deal, you thought it was over, there definitely is an opportunity to heal something there. And to start something new. So whether it's like together or apart, it's just going to lead to something new. This gateway here, as we approach Lion's Gate, here's a gateway that we see. And this is Ace of Pentacles, it's earth energy. So this could come in the form of something actually tangible, that someone is giving you an opportunity. There's an offer of money. There's an offer of a new job, a new career opportunity, a new living situation, an opportunity to move. And it's interesting because in this Ace of Pentacles, we see all of this water back there, all of this water and the rose. So there is like this element of love that's coming out, and purity. Death is also like a purification. So the energy of release, it helps us like purify. If you think of Scorpio energy, with the scorpion sting, it's a poison. And so it's like a purging. This week we're able to sort of like release and purify, detoxify around, even if this isn't an actual person, it's about letting go of some of the density. So karma, when we talk about karma, it's, you know, it's things perhaps like from our past. It could be past life karma. It's relationships that sort of like have come up again and again and again. And it's that energy of everything has its own like cause and effect. Every action has a reaction, but what's left from the karma is density. So things that were heavier can leave almost like an imprint. So even if you feel like, okay, you know, it feels like the scales have been balanced here, you know, there could be this energy of justice this week with the Libra energy and the Queen of Swords, where there's like a balancing that's happening, but perhaps it's just about like releasing some of that toxicity, giving that gift to yourself, you know, and you may be also giving that gift to someone else this week, that it's a mutual thing. It benefits both of you to do this. And that's the star, that's the healing, that's the Aquarian energy of the collective. So this is a healing that is not only internal for you, but it actually helps other people as well. And because of that, because of like this release, this shedding of the skin, this releasing of density, it brings in newness. It creates space. So I feel like this is about creating space for something new in your life, a new opportunity, but it's like something really tangible. It's something that you can see, feel, and touch. Like it's something that leads to great abundance and a lot of opportunity. The last card out, I think we're gonna clarify, is our Page of Swords. So it's coming out under the Queen of Swords. And I feel like for some of you, I'm just going to say that this may be an energy where, you know, you just want closure around it. You're not looking to start up something new inside of this person, relationship, energy. It may be an energy that feels like it's still mismatched with you. You may be finding that within this situation that you really have outgrown it, the Queen to the Page. For others of you, this, you know, could signify inside of a relationship, there's an age difference. If it's twin flame, there's an age difference here. Perhaps even a level of maturity in the physical plane. We're going to get some more cards. But also this is about like seeing things from a new perspective. It's also about like doing your research, getting more information, ask a lot of questions. Because the two court cards that came out are swords, you know, it's about communication. So asking questions, being receptive to listening and hearing, reading between the lines and asking questions, getting more information. I feel like because this guy has his sword pointed towards the future, and Aquarius is the sign of the future. There is something here. This is like helping lead you into a brighter future where there's greater hope, where you come out like, I think I was talking about like reclaiming some of your missing pieces, like a soul retrieval, so to speak. So this sword is sort of pointed towards the future, and Aquarius is the sign of the future. So this ace that's coming in this week, this communication, even if it's just a memory and this is like something internal that's happening for you, it's helping to push you forward into the future. But first, you have to make peace with something and be willing to release something. Really be willing to release something within your life. So, and I really do feel that for some of you, it's the energy of someone else coming back in. So let's see what else we have. We'll get a few more cards. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, angels. And we're at 12 minutes, just almost under 13 minutes. We get the Page of Rods. Yeah, there's this new energy. So 2 pages now. So this may be like, for some of you, it's around like really someone younger than you, but it's a new energy. It's a fresh energy. So the Page of Rods, it's like the energy of spring. And then we have the energy of winter. So winter and spring here, if that means anything to any of you. Now we get the fire energy that's coming in as we get into Leo season. So there is going to be like a new inspiration. It's new energy. It's something brand new. It could be a new romance, or like if this is an old person, you could be like rekindling your romance. Let's get a few more and just see what is going on with this Page of Rods. Thank you, Spirit. All right. So we got the 2 of Swords. It's a crossroads. And you may feel like you don't have all of the information, but you will, because the Ace of Swords is coming out with that. So it's where like you may not feel like you have all of the information. Spirit's going to like give you the truth. Like you do have the truth. So this is about releasing doubt. Totally releasing doubt. For some of you, it really is going to be like about following your passion. Really and truly, like, is this something that you're really passionate about? Is the spark still there? Is the fire still there? You're going to be handed this sword of truth. So the Ace of Swords does indicate a message. So I am going to pull a couple of cards from the Sacred Creators Oracle to see what the message is. So Ace of Swords is a message. So what is the message that Spirit wants you to know? And if you, if we're running out of time on Instagram, just head over to YouTube where you can view the rest of this to get the message. That is from Spirit. And you can always subscribe to me. It's Elizabeth Light Tarot. All right, so thank you, Spirit. What is this message? We're going to take 2 cards. All right. Yeah. Okay, so like I said, that is the question. Does it light you up inside? So whatever, is the spark still there? Even within yourself, even if this isn't about a specific person, about this ace, right? This new opportunity that's coming in that you feel like you need to get more information about. You need to do a little digging. You need to do a little bit more research. You know, with the star coming in, it's like, I feel like, you know, it's about following your destiny, like your soul's path. That's your North Star. It's your inner compass. It's your highest self coming in to guide you. So your highest self is with you this week. There is this ace. You're at a crossroads. You're not sure about it. It's like you have 2 very conflicting thoughts or beliefs around this person, this situation. Should I? Shouldn't I? I don't know. You know, you put a veil over your eyes, but it's translucent. So you're using your inner sight. You're connecting with your higher self this week. The message from this Ace of Swords is this is not about other people. So this week, it is about tuning out the rest of the world as you are making this decision, as this person comes back or this new situation presents itself. This is about listening to yourself. That's why we see these like giant headphones. It's about tuning out the rest of the world, what other people think, what other people are saying. Maybe it's a week to slow down on your social media. Don't check in with other people as much. This is something that for you or this other person, perhaps where there was some hurt or an ending, it had to do with how like they weren't secure in themselves to follow their own destiny, to follow their highest path. And you know, and so there was like a disconnect because of that. You know, and vice versa. As always, feel free to swap around the characters. But the message from Spirit is you have the truth. This is not about what other people think. It's your life. It's your path. And the other card that came out is Soul on Fire. And that's a number 38. And external validation was a number 50. So 5 about change, and 0 is the God number. So this thing is brought to you by a higher power. This ace, this new opportunity is brought to you by a higher power, you know, by the divine, because it's something that's going to perhaps change your life. This 5 of great change. It could be union. It could be reunion, reconciliation for some of you, even with a family member, because it goes, you know, way back into the past. Is it something that sets your soul on fire? Is the spark still there? Does it light you up inside? If it's something that honestly, like, you're just thinking about doing because, I don't know, because you feel like you're supposed to, it's Queen of Swords energy. It's like, you know, it's not in the heart space necessarily. Does it set your soul on fire? That's why the Page of Swords is there, or the Page of Wands is there. You know, the energy of spring. Spring comes after winter, you know, the Death card, winter, with Page of Swords represents winter. So spring comes after that. It's a blooming. You know, it's that Aries energy, the primordial fire, your eternal flame. So does this thing still set your soul on fire? So you're going to have to do a lot of checking in, but that's the message from the Ace of Swords. Really beautiful. So let's see, you guys. All right, I want to get a Keepers of the Light. I want to get you a Keepers of the Light and see what guide is with us this week. And then I think I'm going to pull a card from my new deck that I found at a secondhand store here in Sedona, the Lakota deck, and see what wants to come out for that. So thank you, Spirit. Thank you, angels. highest and best message for the collective for the week of July 18th. Ooh, hello. Yes, we got Lord Shiva. Wow. Okay. So this is what I'm feeling here. This is about timelines. Lord Shiva is the divine masculine of transcendence. Rise up. Honor your inner force. Honor your inner force. Dance with the universe. And steps are being given. So the steps are being given. That's the energy of the star, you know. Be open and receptive with this Queen of Swords. It may not be a week to necessarily say a whole lot for some of you. You're just receiving and you're doing your research. You're being open. You're being inquisitive. So I was saying ask questions. Maybe it's not a week to speak a whole lot of fact, but to ask questions and listen. Steps are being given, and this is about timelines. So with Shiva, we see how Shiva holds the Trishel or the Trident. So it's like Neptune's trident, right? It's the same thing as the Trishel. So the energy of 3. And this is like where it's past, present, future, right? It's mother, father, God. It's the energy of union with another person. And the third party is like what you create together. It's the creator energy. It's also that the third party is a higher power or God. So this is divine connection. It's divine union, but also even within, you know, your friendships or work partnerships, a family member. But it is about timelines in that it's sort of like people are talking about bifurcation. So within this connection, you may feel like you've been worlds apart. Okay, that was where you bifurcated. But really there's a trifurcation, the 3. And that's the ability to be able to shift between the other 2. So this is where you come into center. This is where, if you're a pendulum swinging, you come to center. You're not too far in one extreme. It helps you to transcend, whether it's past hurts, past traumas. Even for some of you, this is like returning to your dreams. You know, dreams that you had forgotten about, had amnesia about. This is also just an awakening for some of you, where you're just remembering something about yourself, like that you came here to live some type of a different life. You're outgrowing your old life, and you're realizing that, and you're not resisting it. You're allowing the change. The death is about change, and you're creating space by not resisting it. Maybe you have resisted it in the past and that was fine. You know, you weren't quite ready to jump into something new. I'm feeling like the Fool here. So you're creating space for something new. And this is really, we see the Serpent here. So also a nod to that shedding of old skin. But that it's like death isn't final. It feels final, but it's not final because it's a portal in itself. So when you find yourself on the other end of that portal of death, you realize that you have the ability now to walk between worlds. I know this is like a bigger energy, and that for me is what this trifurcation is. So it's this timeline or that timeline. It's this timeline or it's that timeline, but really there's a third part to it. And it's where you're transcending all of this and realizing that you can sit in the middle and you can walk between worlds. It's going to mean something very different to all of you. It is a big energy. And I actually have Shiva back there. I found, along with this deck that we're going to use, I found this lovely picture of Shiva last week at a local shop in Sedona, like a secondhand shop, and I put him right there. So he's acknowledging, you know, this energy that he's been sort of added to this collection of beings here in this space, in this sacred space that I hold for all of you when I'm making these videos. So, all right, really beautiful that Shiva's coming out. It is the divine masculine too. You know, Shiva, what I love about him is that you don't have to be perfect in his eyes. It's similar to Jesus in that sense where you can make lots of mistakes. You can, you know, walk between those different paths, you know, and make mistakes, and there's still redemption for you. You can still be part of his tribe, Shiva tribe. You know, it's very similar to Yeshua energy or Jesus. So Om Namah Shivaya. Thank you, Shiva, for showing us your presence. Okay, so we're going to end with a Lakota Sweat Lodge card, which I've just been working with really just for the past few days. So, oh, that's way too many. Okay, so let me just get grounded here. And let's get one card for the week ahead. For the collective. Highest and best message. Thank you, Great Spirit. I like this reading a lot. I think it's going to be an important week. Ooh, we get stone. And this, I believe, is Devil's Tower here. Inyan, number 4 of stone. So this is one of the elements. And let's read from the book. I want to do this deck justice. So this is this amazing deck that I found secondhand in Sedona. And it was like in perfect shape. So I was so excited about that. Support. So we have support, you guys. I am the foundation of the material world. I am the sustainer of the manifest. I am the bones of your mother. I am the strength upon which you walk upright, that you may raise your arms to the Father above you. You perceive not the life within me, for I move in such slow rhythm it appears to you as stillness. Yet as you walk upon me, your balance is maintained, allowing wisdom to take root in your consciousness, in your conscious mind. I gift you the low notes heard only in your dreams. I allow you to learn your own equilibrium through knowledge of mine. Your Mother Earth is gentle. When you fall upon her, she kisses you. When you fall upon me, you feel pain. You remember to walk with care. You remember balance. You may call to me to speak to you of my ancient tales of life on this planet, for I have been here throughout creation. I am truly your grandfather. Okay, so the tradition, Inyan, the 4th creation of Wankantanka, is the force of equilibrium. On earth, Inyan is stone, the foundation and support of the body of Maka, Mother Earth. All stones in your path are alive. The rock, the mountain, and all minerals are the material body of Inyan. Inyan Ska, the quartz crystal, lives and grows within the dark interior of the earth. Carrying this dark energy becomes clear. I'm going to read that again. So Inyan Ska, the quartz crystal, lives and grows within the dark interior of the earth, and carrying this dark energy becomes clear. The card. Inyan is telling you to look at your foundation and take steps to create balance in your life. What do you need to bring into your life to be more emotionally balanced? Use the wisdom of the stone to bring harmony to your surroundings. The stresses in your life may be tilting your sense of balance. The stresses in your life may be knocking you off balance. Examine the influences that create stress and find ways to minimize them. Determine your priorities and relax some of the pressures you've placed on yourself. Handle those situations facing you with diplomacy. That's the Queen of Swords. Considering the pros and cons, that's the Queen of Swords, so you can stand more solidly when making decisions. That's the Queen of Swords, believe it or not. And the meditation is, I allow the strength and stability that already resides within me to awaken and rise through my being and be known to me. Stone, number 4, foundations. Amazing, amazing. I'm kind of sweating a little bit because I turned the AC down just so that it wasn't like going off and on during the reading. And I feel that this was an activation. I feel sort of like a fire being activated within me right now as I'm channeling these messages. So definitely feeling this energy. I love this. I love the energy of like, yes, we have support. The earth supports us, but also in a sense where, yeah, if you're on a solid ground and you fall, you may really hurt yourself. So it's also about teaching you balance and to be mindful and to be present and to come back to center. And I really was seeing this pendulum swinging and just coming to center. So really, really beautiful. And I believe that is Devil's Tower. So that may mean something to some of you. It is a sacred site. So, all right, let's just finish up with just a little cute little message from the angels and just get an angel power card, just a couple of light messages to end the reading. I hope you guys enjoyed this as much as I did. These are always so much fun to do. I am going to be starting on your August readings sign by sign this week. So look out for those, you know, to start being published by the end of the week. So thank you, Spirit. Thank you, angels. What messages do you have for my viewers for the week ahead? All right. Oh, I'm going to take the 3 that flipped over. And maybe we'll just read all of them. Why not? They're angel messages. Okay. Yeah. So the energy of karma is coming out, and it means accepting responsibility for oneself. And that is, like I was saying, the shedding of old skin, of like seeing where whatever happened, whether it was not your fault or it was your fault, you were right, they were wrong, vice versa. At the end of the day, it doesn't even matter. It just matters like the energy that we're carrying around. So I love this. It's like this little angel. She's like, I'm gone fishing. Like I'm taking a time out from like saving the world, right? Even though I don't think they really do that, but you know, they could be in many places at once. So it's like this angel's gone fishing. So it is really such a cute energy. Karma means accepting responsibility for yourself. Develop mental, emotional, and spiritual clarity. She's holding the sun. Okay, so this is also a nod to that Ace of Swords. Spirit really wants you to get clear, like saying like you can do it, you can get clear, and you have support. This is really beautiful. This is the energy of the 2 of Cups if it were in this deck. So really lovely. And it says fulfillment comes with a balance of giving and accepting. So the energy of temperance, the energy like of the 6 of Pentacles, of sacred partnerships, really beautiful. So I feel like with this, there really is an opportunity to heal something because we're talking about karma, where each person is like taking responsibility for their energy within the situation and getting very clear about these things and wanting to bring things back into balance. That's really what I'm seeing. Maybe you're going to go fishing together, or you're going to be by the water together. And then we are going to take these 2. Beautiful. So this is where we get that super high vibe, angelic energy of rainbows and like flying above the world, of flight, and of maybe your angelic aspect up in, you know, the 11D or the 13D. Trust the great forces of life, and we see a rainbow. So trust that there are blessings that are coming for you and that are already in your life. Acknowledge the blessings that you already have. And it says, be like the angels, share on the earth and live in God. This is so lovely, you guys. Look at that. So beautiful. So, all right, you guys. I hope you liked that. I thought it was a really great reading. I will be back just in another couple of days, I'm sure, just to continue doing some readings. If there's anything that you would like to see from me, I always say this, but please do not hesitate to ask. You can leave a comment. If you like this, please do like this. If you like it and you're not subscribed, please join this community. I welcome you. I would love to have you here. And if you are interested in a one-on-one session, you can send me an inquiry, and that would be at elizabethlight1111@gmail.com, just to see, you know, what my formats are, different types of readings that I can do for you, and what that would look like, what the pricing would be. And yeah, just send me a message. I would love to connect either way. Take really, really good care. Have an amazing week ahead. I love you all so much. Namaste.